Hello, and thank you for contacting Wave Support. I see from your request you have a set of lenses that are fitting comfortably but tending to drop down and decenter a little bit. If we look at your topography, as you know, the horizontal meridian, the 180, is the flatter meridian and the vertical is a little steeper. So because that the lens is going to want to kind of rock around that horizontal meridian, tending to drop a little bit lower or ride a little higher. In this case, because you're a little steeper in the superior area, the lens is going to have a tendency to want to get pushed down to the lower part of the cornea. And if you look, more of the corneal topography is a little bit more temporal in this patient, so this lens would be predictably have a tendency to drop down and outward, just a hint. With that said, if we look at your designs, your lens designs actually look really nice. This is a nicely designed lens. It's probably why the patient has good comfort overall. To get that lens to ride up a little bit higher, the simplest approach would be to try to make the lens larger. Your cornea is about 11.3 to 11.5 diameter, so you could probably go a little bit, maybe a half millimeter larger. That's usually the simplest way to try to get that lens to push up a little bit more and center better. Another technique I sometimes use successfully is to go into the inferior half of the lens, switch over to the 50% quadrant control, and then just steepen this lower part of the cornea or the lens. Click down about 2 or 3 clicks, and what that does, it steepens up that inferior third of the lens, and the hope would be, being a little steeper down here, it'll gently push off this lower half and maybe nudge the lens upward a little bit. In most cases, these are hard to get to center, to ride up a little bit higher. My recommendation would be to keep the lens as large as possible to cover more of the cornea. I think in that respect, the lens should center a little bit better. As far as the optical zone, I don't think you should have to change that very much more unless you can't get it to center. So hopefully find that helpful. I wish you well with this case, and thank you for contacting Wave Support. Have a great day.